I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
Celebration Center. My name is Stephanie Snow. I'm on the board here at the Celebration Center, and today I get to be your host. If you're online, please say hi in the chat so we can appreciate your virtual presence. If you're in the room, please silence your cell phones, but leave them on if you want to join the chat. If you're here for the first time, we would love to get to know you. We invite you to fill out a guest card. And they're on the table. And if you're online, you can scan the QR code. Just let us know in the chat who you are and where you are from. We have a wonderful service plan for you. Join me in thanking our awesome tech crew, Ivor and Aiden. Irina Kurashevitz is our practitioner today. Rev J.J. is our guest speaker, and our music is from Lynn, Hollyfield. I have a few announcements today after the service at 12:15. Come to our art party with artist and art teacher Miriam Kutelis. This is a different time. We are moving it from Thursday night to Sunday afternoon. And back from summer vacation are a few things. As you remember, the weekly Tuesday meditation is back already, Tuesday nights at 6. The spiritual book, the healing group is Wednesday night at 8. And we also, these are on Zoom, and we also have upcoming a spiritual book group that will start October 6th. Details of this are in the newsletter and on the website. And all of those three are led by our delightful duo, Reverend Faith Woods and practitioner Jen Fay. Next week's service, join us to imagine peace with Reverend Faith Woods. Now let us welcome all angles for our opening song.
Good morning, everyone. Please join me in singing Peace, Salam, Shalom by Pat Humphreys and Sandy Apatow. Peace, Salam, Shalom. Peace, Salam, Shalom. Peace, Salam, Shalom. Peace, Salam, Shalom. We believe in 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 peace, salam, shalom. We will work for 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 peace, salam, shalom. We can live in 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 peace, salam, shalom. We believe 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 in peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom.
Good morning, Celebration Center. My name is Irina Kurashevitz, and I'm going to be your platform practitioner today. Let's start our sacred time together from reading the vision of the Celebration Center. So take a deep breath and read with me. Celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of humanity. Take another deep breath and let it be. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes and just relax as much as you can. And please continue to breathe into your heart area. Your heart center is the sacred space where the spiritual truth resides within you. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And by breathing in into your heart area, you're expanding that peace within you, that oneness, love, and joy. And by expanding it, you're celebrating oneness as you're sharing the gift of peace, love, light, and joy with the humanity. And take another deep breath and let it go. And now continue to breathe in your own pace. And today's reading comes from this month's Guide for Spiritual Living, Science of Mind magazine. The words I'm going to read belong to the founder of our philosophy, Ernest Holmes. It is from 365 Science of Mind. Ernest Holmes says, I express the spirit within, so that only love and confidence go out to everyone I meet, blessing everything I touch, and bringing peace and comfort and joy to my world. And I take these words in deep gratitude of accepting as my oneness with God, and recognizing that God is all there is, that spirit equally present everywhere, wherever I look, wherever I go, in the places that I will never go and will never be, and maybe even will never know. But I know that God is, and God is peace. God is peace, pure peace, and joy, and light, and love, and harmony. I know it's abundance and prosperity. I know that God is all there is. And I celebrate my oneness with the divine. I know that I am blessed by just being one and inseparable from the divine, and I have nothing to do about it. I just accept it with open heart and enjoy it. And as I recognize my oneness, I recognize the oneness of everyone who can hear my voice right now with the divine. I know that spirit is an essence of everything and everyone. I recognize oneness with love, with peace, with joy, with abundance and prosperity. And I know that right out of this oneness, all the prayer requests, all the heart desires, the soul desires are being fulfilled. And I recognize perfect and radiant health. I claim harmony for all who can hear me now. I claim peace. I claim peace for everyone and everything, as I know that there is no peace in one part of the world. It is only one peace, as until someone experiencing something less than peace, this is my job to expand my heart and share my peace with the rest of the world. And I know perfect love. I know divine understanding, divine compassion to each other. I know that people expand their heart area all over the world and share their gifts and talents of just being love and being peace. And like Ernest Holmes says, I go and I walk And I just think and live blessing all around me, knowing that I am a powerful co-creator of the reality around me. And I know for everyone, this huge power of being co-creator of the divine reality and the reality around us. And I am so grateful to know this power, this love, this peace is what I believe. It is all that surrounds me. It is all that lives within me. And I'm grateful to believe it and to know it and recognize it as the essence of everyone that I meet. I'm so grateful to have this faith. I'm so grateful to have this peace. And I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to speak up my word, as I know that this is the word of truth. This is the word of faith. And I let it be. I release it into the law, knowing that it is done in the perfect mind of God. And mine is just to let God, to let it be. And I simply, in deep gratitude, say, and so it is.
I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come. And I believe it could be something good has begun. Now I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one. And I believe it could be someday it's going to come. Now out on the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. Peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Now I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come. And I believe it could be something good has begun. So peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh, come on the peace train. Peace train, a holy roller. Everyone come up on the peace train. Ooh, come on the peace train. Now get your bags together. Go bring your good friends too. 'Cause it's getting nearer. Soon it will all be with you and him, enjoying the living. It's not so far from you, and it's getting nearer. Soon it will all be true. Oh, peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh, come on the peace train. I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh, come on the peace train. Peace train, a holy roller. Everyone look up on the peace train. Ooh, come on, come on, come on. Come on, peace train. This is the peace train. on the peace train.
Thank you, Lynn. Oh my gosh. One thing about my generation, we had some good music. You got to give us that, right? Got to give us that. And that it kind of reminded me of Jesus saying, the kingdom of God is at hand. The peace train is coming. So another round of applause for Lynn. Thank you. And also thank you, Arena, for the great prayer. So, and we just have one hit after another, because Rev J.J. JioDucci, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, is a graduate of Holmes Institute School of Consciousness Studies and School of Spiritual Leadership. She earned a master's in consciousness studies and a certificate in religious science ministerial studies. And she answered the call to ministry, which she calls her second act, and currently serves as the assistant minister for the Center for Spiritual Living in Greater Cincinnati. She has served on numerous volunteer boards in Greater Cincinnati, including the Cincinnati Economic and Development Task Force, Cincinnati Police Advisor, Development Authority of Natural Association of Women in Construction, and those are just a few, and has won many awards. Cincinnati Enquirer Women of the Year. I could list a few more, but I kind of am intrigued by this one. Lifesaver Candy Role Model Finalist. I like that. I think I'll apply for that one. Do you get lifesavers? Anyway, please join me in welcoming Reverend J.J. JioDucci.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here. I was honored when Irina reached out to me. I think about you all often and all the places I've spoken around the country. And this topic is very near and dear to me. And in keeping with the monthly theme, I'm going to talk today about waking up to oneness. And what does that mean? You know, some people are saying that we are in a woke mentality, and we don't need to be in a woke mentality. But let's just say we are awakening to our wholeness, awakening to that which we were created to be. Love, peace, joy, happiness, poised, abundant. And being at peace is abundance that totally surpasses all understanding, because there is a certain freedom within you that comes with being at peace. So today, in keeping with our monthly theme, pieces into peace. And I like that, pieces. We are in pieces. In some areas of our lives, and some of us don't want to admit that we are in pieces, because one of the most, and Lynn, thank you so much for that song. I love that song, and I love your rendition of it. It's just beautiful. But I want to say something that some people don't want to hear. But if there is anything that I know that I am, is I'm very honest, and I have a great deal of integrity. And the one thing that I want to share with you is there is an existential threat in this country right now, in this world right now. And a lot of it is in the name of religion, and it's called hate. Hate. And hate is an energy that can cause you all kinds of medical problems. It could kill you. And why am I saying that? Because I'm knowing that we, as religious scientists, metaphysicians, have the capacity, because of our faith, because of our knowledge, because of our ongoing practices, to say what Jesus said in Mark 39, when he was on the boat with the disciples, and the storm was raging, and the waters were just flowing, and it could have flooded the boat. and they went to wake up Jesus, right? And they said, Mark 39 says, Jesus said, peace be still, and the wind and the waves obeyed his will. But I want to bring it back to metaphysically, to what that means in the metaphysical gospels of Mark 3:39. It means that we've asked our mind. We've taken control of our minds, and we've said in our minds and our hearts, you must be in concert. Still the negative talk, still the negative feelings. Release that and think peace. Think about the power of peace that is within you, that we were born to do. That is our assignment, right? We are here on assignment, and part of that assignment is love and peace. How do we get there? Well, at this moment, some of us and some people have the illusion that we're separate from each other, that we're separate from God, that God is somewhere out there, but that is not correct. We know as metaphysicians, God is in here. God is out there too. God is all around us, inside of us. God is in all sentient beings, right? We know the God that created us, created everything. And when God did that, God said, this is good, right? So we are good. Inherently, we are good. We are divinely perfect. But there are things, and years ago, we call it in science of mind, that monkey chatter that says what we don't like, who we don't like, why we don't like them. Some of the people we don't know. We've just heard things. And some of the things we hear, we must step back and pause and ask ourselves, is it true? Does it make sense? Well, my sister, my brother, somebody else doesn't like them, so should I not like them also? What happens when you try to find common ground with those people or that person that so many other people don't like? And it becomes like an old wives' tale. I'll tell you why they don't like them. I don't like them either. Do you know them? Because when you decide to make that which you don't know something that you want to know, that person you don't know, that person you've heard things about, someone that you want to know, you become curious. You look for common ground. You do things like, so what do you do for fun? Do you like cheeseburgers? I like cheeseburgers too. It sounds so simple, but it isn't. Especially when your mind and your heart is not in concert to do those things. And the mind and the heart must be in concert to reach beyond the appearances of things that don't serve you well, and it doesn't serve that person well. You know, I live in an environment here in Cincinnati, and many of us do. I've lived here over 60 years. I have 92 relatives right here in this city. And there's always someone, you know, they say there's 6 degrees of separation. For me in Cincinnati, it's probably 3. You know, it's kind of like, oh yeah, I know your brother, and I know this and I know that. And then the chatter starts. And I listen and I tell people, I don't like gossip. I wasn't there. What do you have good to say? What do you have positive to say? And then I get this look like, it's okay to get that look, because I know how to break it back and pull it back and say, I have something positive to say about you. I like the outfit you're wearing today. I like your smile. I noticed your smile from across the room. I'm glad you're here at this event. Is it serving you? Are you learning something? See, we have the capacity to pivot. Earlier this year, we read the book Pivot around the country for CSL. And that is another way of changing your thinking, changing your life, changing your focus to something more positive, to something that may not be apparent to everyone. You know, in our faith and the Buddhist faith and unity and all across New Thought, we'd like to say namaste. But do we mean it? Do we understand collectively? Individually, I know we do, but the collective we, do we understand that when we say namaste, it's saying, I honor and see the divine in you. I honor and see the divine in you. But do we really? Is there something or someone you need to get right in your heart and mind to truly see the divine in them? This is a political season where division is harvested and fed like something I've never seen before. Yet because I was taught this, I honor and appreciate the divine in everyone that's running. How could I not when they are part of me and I am part of them, when we are one and we are one with spirit? How could I not see the divine in them? So I honor that. And then when the monkey chatter starts, and sometimes it's not monkey chatter in my head, it's monkey chatter that's coming from other people, we can take a moment to pause. Just press the pause button in our heart and mind and listen. And then before making a decision, let's think about, is it true? Or as my Nana would say, with a mouthful of Garrett snuff, she dipped snuff, the woman did, and she would say, baby, that don't sound right to me. Something not right with that story. So in your heart, you may have to say, I take a break just for a moment and reassess and realign my mind and my heart to make sure they're working together. That's important. That's what I believe. And I take a pause for peace because I want to get to know the person. I want to get to know the situation, to assess the situation. I've had people come up to me and say, Reverend, I got to tell you, I'm Black. I'm looking at them. They're telling me they're Black. I'm like, okay. Or I'm Hispanic. I'm looking at them and they're telling me they're Hispanic. And people don't like me because of that. I said, they don't know you. If they knew you like I knew you, baby, they'd love you. And they pull back and look. I said, you get to know them. Greet them with a smile. Because pause for a minute and think about who you are and whose you are. Never forget whose we are, and pause for that thing called peace, where you can sit in the stillness just for a few seconds, and maybe a few minutes, and take another look and know that you want to get to know that person. You want to be able to assess the situation, even in our centers. Sometimes we can rock not so steady. Sometimes we can have our own camps. Somebody say amen and type it in the chat for me, because you know I'm right. But if we take a moment and understand the situation, take that pause and always pray. You don't have to pray out loud, but pray within. Have that center, because the center of us is always God. You start to see it in a different way. You can analyze the situation better. There's this thing called balance that we can analyze better when we pause for peace. I have another point that I want to make with you this morning. We have this thing called choice, do we not? We have this thing called choice, whereas we can make a decision on how we want to be, who we want to be, how we want to present our divine selves to each other and to the world. Have you ever awakened in the morning and you were just ticked off about something that happened the day before? I'm I'm going to invite you, never go to bed angry. I'm going to invite you, don't go to bed angry, choose peace. Pray for peace and ease until you fall asleep or listen to something. I'm a rain listener. I found the Rain channel on YouTube and I listened to it and prayed to it at night. And oh, I sleep so well. Because I don't want to wake up to the illusion of mass destruction of whatever that makes my new day my yesterday. Amen. I want my new day to be a fresh beginning. Whereas I can reach out and think differently and make a new assessment of this thing called life and this thing called peace and this thing called love and where I fit in and how I fit in. I'm not saying it's easy. There is nothing easy about changing the channel of your mind. You may change it and something in you triggers you. We all have triggers. We don't want to say we have triggers, some of us, but we all have triggers. And we want to pull back from those triggers because we recognize them. Pull back from the trigger. Whether it's politics, whether it's your neighbor's dog getting in your yard and digging up your garden. Okay, Rev J.J, you talking about something you know about? Yeah, I have a garden. And our neighbor's dogs love it. So we have set-asides for the dogs now. You know, and our neighbors are better at keeping the dogs out of our gardens. But I love them, so they have special treats here. You know, I want to appreciate the animals as well. Because I know that they're God expressing too. I have no doubt about it. None. So where am I going with this? I'm going with one of the foundations of Centers for Spiritual Living, New Thought, Science, and Mind is love. You know, when you can love someone in that agape love that you know is real, that love that says, oh, my neighbor, you know, the tree fell down the street. The lights are off. My neighbor is over 80. Let me go down and see if they need anything and see if they're right. To see if they're all right. And then you realize, well, they're all right. So let me look next door. Okay, everybody's all right. We have each other's numbers. Oh, my neighbor that works during the day doesn't know. She told me to always text her if something happens. Let me do that. That's compassion. And that's who we are also. We are here by divine assignment, and we are here to love each other, to care for each other, to lift each other up. There's a song that was written a long time ago, and I heard the practitioner say, we had songs back in the day. Oh, yes, we did. One of the ones that sticks in my head right now is, he ain't heavy, he's my brother. You know, and he's my brother, my sister. No matter what form they come to me in, I'm going to see that divine presence in them. One, because I want to see it. Secondly, because I just believe it. So as I leave you this morning, I want to offer you something. And what I want to offer you is the opportunity to check yourselves and to check each other in a loving way. When you feel that boat, that there's water coming in the boat and it's rocking, just think of the metaphysical interpretation of Mark 3:39, when the wayshore said, peace be still. And I invite you to say to your mind, peace be still. When you hear people coming up talking during this political season and saying things that disturb you or don't agree with you, respect the process and just say, peace, be still. I'm awakening into peace. I'm moving into peace, and I'm going to sleep in peace. Let us take that into prayer. Divine Spirit, Mother, Father God, as we come together here on this brand new baby Sunday, knowing that was, what is, what will be, but shall never be again, we know that the blessing and the lesson is to move onward and move forward and take others with us to this level of love and peace and harmony and understanding and joy, where we are all one because we are all one. Let us remember that in the disasters, the climate things that are happening around the country, around the world, when there are earthquakes and fires and floods, let us remember how anxious we are to go help and to be of service and to love those people. Because we know that that's our assignment. Some way we just know to get up and go and do and be present. But let us remember that every day. That's our assignment, to love and be fully present. And let us remember that old song, Spirit, that said, the winds and the waves shall obey thy will. The winds and the waves are your mind and how you're thinking. And knowing that you and I and all of us have control of the storm in our heads. Peace be still. And so it is. And so we allow it to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend J.J. Thank you for reminding us to wake up and choose. Lovely talk, our divine assignment. Peace be still. This is the time in our service for our gifts and offerings. We are a tithing community and rely on the tithes and gifts from our congregation. Please know that your presence, as well as the love, time, talent, and treasure that you bring, is a gift to our community. And we are so grateful. There are several ways you can give. If you're in person, you can drop your donation in the basket over there. If you're online, or even if you're in person, you can scan this QR code or visit Celebration Center, our website, and click on the Give button. And you can also mail in your check to our address on our website. Please join me in saying our offertory affirmation. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And now Arena will give our blessing.
And with a great joy, I invite us all to bless the financial donations and the gifts that everyone brings to the center. And I invite us to start from the affirmation that we read. In this moment and every moment, my good comes to me, more than enough and plenty to spare, to give and to share. God is my only source, and I do give thanks that this is so, and so it is. What a wonderful affirmation, and I think it goes well with the quote that I read earlier by Ernest Holmes, that we bless the world by our participation in Sunday gatherings, giving our talents and time, just giving our love to the beloved community that we are. And I know that those talents and gifts that come abundantly and they shared so easily and gracefully. And I know that the financial donations are very, very generous, as generosity is the essence of this community. I know that people are giving freely and generously to the Celebration Center because this is the calling of their heart. As they come here to be together, to have fun, to have those spiritual tools that we all can use going through life. And I know that there is only one law of circulation, and there is only one source. And from where I give, from there I receive. And I bless this circle of friends, of abundance, of peace and prosperity and joy. And I, in gratitude, let it be. And so it is.
All right, we're going to do our closing song by Leah Morris called Heart Wide Open. Please join me in singing this. You've got to keep your heart wide open until your faith brings you back to solid ground. You've got to keep your heart wide open, though the waves wanna push you around. You've got to keep your heart wide open until your faith brings you back to solid ground. You've got to keep, I'm gonna keep your heart, I'm gonna keep wide open, I'm gonna keep my heart wide open, for the waves wanna push you around, though the waves wanna push me around. You gotta keep, I'm gonna keep your heart, I'm gonna keep wide open, I'm gonna keep my heart wide open until your faith brings you back, brings me back to solid ground, brings me back to solid ground. You gotta keep, gonna keep your heart, gonna keep wide open, I'm gonna keep my heart wide open, though the waves wanna push you around, though the waves wanna push me around. You gotta keep, I'm gonna keep your heart, I'm gonna keep wide open, I'm gonna keep my heart wide open until your faith brings you back, brings me back to solid ground, brings me back to solid ground until your faith brings you back, brings me back to solid ground, brings me back to solid ground until your faith brings you back to solid ground, brings me back to solid ground.
Thank you, Lynn. And thank you again, Rev J.J. JioDucci. So please stand if you like and repeat after me. I wake up to deeper truth. I wake up to oneness and love. I remember to pause and pray. I choose my divine self. I choose peace. And so it is.